Oh. Whew. Gotta go to the store. Yes, bro. Shoot out the hill. Grab me some squares. Don't want to hit nobody. Still a little icy out here. Still a little icy. Ain't that bad. Now, we're going to talk about this honor right quick. Hold on. I ain't want motherfuckers to think I ain't dipped out on them. No, I ain't dipped out. I'm right here. Right? One right here and get some cigarettes. All right. And get it in. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? All right. And we gonna get it in. Huh. You did? Oh. Oh yeah, we back at it. We back at it. We back at it. What's happening, Pop? You all right, man? Yep, let me get a pack of Newport 100s in the box. And, oh, excuse me. Ooh, and a pack of Show Silver. Yeah, yeah, pack of Show Silver. Yep. Yeah. You too, Pops. You all right? Yeah, you too, man. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, they're right there. Like a dumbass. Pops, look. Nippy out this bitch. Nippy out this bitch. All right. Ah. Yeah, you know. But I see he unblocked me, though. Thank you, Natureboy. Appreciate that. All right. Because like I said, you can't correct him inside his house, right? So, all right. Once again, step outside, Natureboy. Step outside. All right, step outside. We ain't got to disrespect you in your house. Right? I don't agree with that either. That's your house. That's your house. Like he said, that's your house, bro. So yeah, you right. I'm not gonna come in your chat room, right, and say what it is, but you had the opportunity, right, to say what you wanted to. See how that worked? You had the opportunity to address anything you wanted to, right? And the funny thing is, nobody could block you. Ain't that some shit? Nobody can kick you out. Let's talk about honor, Nature Boy. Right? All right? You don't know the meaning of the word honor. All right? You think honor is bowing to your motherfucking feet. That ain't honor, nigga. All right? There's no honor in that shit. Bowing to another man. What kind of honor is that? All right? You disgracing your own people. Real talk. You disgracing your own people. All right? I mean, it's bad enough people come to you, right, with nothing. They don't have no family. They don't have no friends, right? And then the people that they are connected to, you tell them to separate themselves from even those people, right? So after that, they get to you and they got to get on their motherfucking knees, bro. Just to ask a question, a motherfucker gotta bow. And you think that's honorable. Your queen, right? Your queen, Eliana. All right? You put her in front of your compound, because like you like to call it a cult, right? You put her in the middle of your compound, right? And then treated her like she was the first individual there, right? And then when you call yourself apologizing, right? You apologize, but when you apologize, you whispered. You whispered your apology, right? How come you didn't call no meeting? How come you didn't come back and say, you know what? I was wrong, y'all. But you didn't do that, did you? You made sure you went over there and whispered that shit, right? If you was any kind of real man, you would be bowing at her feet, not the other way around, Nature Boy. If you was really any kind of man, all right, she would wake up one morning and you would be making breakfast, nigga. She would wake up one morning and you would be tending to the baby. All right. You sit up there and have a whole bunch of random ass bitches trying to judge your woman, right? Telling her, well, she need to do this. Chief, let me talk to her. You, Eliana, you going through this. You going through that. You letting random motherfucking strangers. These bitches don't know Eliana from a can of paint. Right? But they get to disrespect her, right? Because the funny thing is, you tell her she needs more self-esteem, but you the main motherfucker tearing that shit down, right? You the main motherfucker tearing the motherfucking shit down, but then turn around telling her what she needs, right? Some type of chiefess. She's the chiefess. But when the chiefess make a decision, it's not honored by the motherfucking chief. Where they do that at? You know, in Egypt, when the queen wanted your head chopped off, the king didn't stop it. The king honored what the queen said. All right? When has Eliana ever been treated like a queen, nigga? When? When? Show me a video, a point in time where you treated that woman like a queen. All right? Eliana just want my private times with my private time. Well, she got all your private time. She's the only female you fucking. All right? She the only one you fucking. How are you polygamous, sir? She the only one you smashing. You bragging about not fucking the other females. I can't get over that. Y'all niggas think I'm fucking raw. No. Spoken like a true polygamist. All right? Funny, right? Funny how he came over here and he like, oh, you know, these niggas ain't kissing my ass. These niggas ain't kneeling at my motherfucking feet. Oh shit, this is weird. You're right, Natureboy. It's been you've been outside of Babylon. I told you, you're not in tune. You're not in touch with Babylon. You don't know what's going on. All right? My exact words to you. My exact words to you. You are out of touch with Babylon. You cannot make statements. You cannot pass judgment on shit you don't know anything about. All right? You do not. All right? And you one hypocritical motherfucker to say that your barbershop is still standing, but then turn around and say you can't build nothing in Babylon. When you built something in Babylon, walked away, handed it off, and then went to the jungle. Called them back, they still open. Really? All right. Black women. Do you really have that much low self-esteem for yourself that you believe that a man is supposed to like verbally abuse you, like not treat you as an equal? I mean, do y'all really enjoy being downgraded to something less than what you actually are? All right. Do you know that you are more than pots and pans? That you are more than folding clothes? You are more than just popping babies out your ass and sitting there making some goddamn earrings, all right, twiddling your thumbs, all right? You are more than, you know, fucking around with a goddamn Instagram page and that's all you do all day is sit around and wait for somebody to say something wrong in the chat room so you can block them. Do you realize that you are more than that? All right? Do you realize that? Do you realize, all right, that you, the black woman, all right, can be sitting here with $50 and $60 and $100,000 in your pocket? It's funny. When Natureboy needs some money, he relies on the black women in Babylon, not the wives around him. He relies on the black women in Babylon, not the women around him. Don't y'all want to be more than A doormat? In order for you to be an equal, you got to be a superpower. Don't you want to be a superpower? All right. Every black woman in the world wants to have a goal. They want to have purpose or a purpose in life. All right. But let me tell you something, black women, a carbonation. Your purpose in life is not under the boot of a nigga. All right. Let me ask you something. All right. What nigga was in control of Harriet Tubman? What nigga was in control of Rosa Parks? What nigga was in control of Queen Latifah, Oprah Winfrey? The list goes on and on. What nigga is in control of all these black, successful black women? Right? The list goes on and on, from celebrities to scholars, all these black women, right? But y'all want to sit under a level of control and listen to a nigga tell you that you being brainwashed, all right? That you being manipulated, that everything around you is wrong, that your family is wrong. And the funny thing is, for him to say that your family is not, you know what I'm saying, it's not in tune, he's only saying that because he never had a family. So in his mind, it's like, well, I never had a family, so you don't need one either. All right? That's his mindset. That's his mindset. I don't need a family, or I don't have a family, so you don't need one either. You feel me? But then, right, he'll turn around and say, this is your family. I thought you said we didn't need the goddamn family, but then you create one. All right? If you didn't need a family, why did you even create a family? That makes no damn sense. Once again, a contradiction. All right? Even the contradictions you got on your page. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of contradictions on that page. All right? A lot of contradictions. I literally point you to one of your contradictions. The only thing you got to say about that is, oops, I'm going to just delete it. All right? I'm going to just delete it. So that way I'm not contradicting myself. I said, Lord Jesus. So it's like you don't have any recollection. It's like if you are the source of the knowledge, right? And you say, well, I'm evolving. Nature is not evolved. Nature stays the same. A tree is a tree no matter what. You feel what I'm saying? The grass always comes out green. All right? The only time nature isn't nature, okay, is when it's tampered by man. Now, let me tell you what isn't natural. What isn't natural is you, the human being, laying on some goddamn dirt. That's what homeless people do. All right? That is not what your body was designed for. Okay? Now, the funny thing is, Natureboy don't believe in the Bible, but he finds himself quoting it over and over again. And I always wonder, like, how much of the Bible did you actually read? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much did he actually read? I mean, did you skip over? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Was it like a, you know, like a skim through? You know, like, you know, I'm gonna just read page 1, page 100, then I'm gonna read page 500. Like what the fuck? All right. The human body does not evolve, nature boy. The human body devolves. You don't turn into a butterfly. You turn back into dust. All right. Now, you say that you are Christ conscious, right? So if you are conscious of Christ, why are you ignoring Christ? Because when you say Christ is you and Christ is inside of you, well, no, Christ is not inside of you, Mitchell. He's not. Because if Christ is inside of you, you would not be trying to live a polygamous lifestyle. You would not be trying to force women, all right, who say certain things to you like, well, you know, I don't feel comfortable doing this. You wouldn't turn that into an argument, right? Because we both know that Jesus Christ spoke on adultery, all right, and you being faithful to your wife. So how could you be faithful to your wife and be Christ conscious when you sticking your dick in every female? I mean, like, the majority of your conversations are just, you know, fucking. You know what I'm saying? It's like every analogy that you give is involving pussy. You don't know how to give a breakdown without saying, you know, well, let's say, you know, I'm making love to a woman. Let's say, you know, I'm sticking my dick in a woman, in my body. You know, let's say I'm in a relationship. You know, it's always sex involved. All right. So I don't think it's really something you being in tune with nature. I think you have a sex addiction. Now, your daughter then kind of slowed you down a little bit because, to be honest, I know you're not ready to have no more kids. I know this already. All right. I know you're not ready to have no more babies. All right. I know that's over. You know what I'm saying? All right. You ain't trying to have no more babies. So, what happens to the whole narrative of, well, you know, I'm gonna have all these kids. I'm gonna be polygamous. I'm gonna be polygamous. I'm gonna be polygamous. What happens to that narrative now? Like, where does it go? Because in all honesty, you know, you ain't working with having no more babies. You feel what I'm saying? You're not trying to knock them out the park. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't trying to put them out, you know, in multitude. You feel what I'm saying? Because you figure if Eliana was pregnant, right? And if she was pregnant with, let's say, 9 months pregnant or whatever, right? 8 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant. All right. Aya should have been pregnant right behind goddamn Eliana. Then Ra comes there, and then she gets pregnant. Right in that order. You know, keep fucking until that baby pop out. That's working on being polygamous, you know, and thriving like that. But let's be honest here. It is physically impossible for you, Nature Boy, physically impossible for you to be a polygamous man. All right? It is physically impossible. Let me explain why. After you finish fucking Eliana and she riding your dick and you bust a nut, all right? You go to sleep. You wake up. You're done with some, like the pussy is over. Like you could fuck again, but you're not really pressed to fuck again, right? Because once you give Eliana your first initial full release of sperm, if you have sex again, you're not going to give out the full release of sperm as you did the first time you had sex. So if you fuck at 8 o'clock in the morning and bang again at 12 o'clock, you are not going to be able to produce the amount of sperm, all right, at that full amount as you did at 8 o'clock in the morning. See, the animals, Nature Boy, the lions in the jungle, the bears, the monkeys, all of them, they could fuck 8, 9, 10 women within the matter of 20 minutes. All male animals. Think about it. Lions, tigers, bears, all male dogs, all male animals can be the one male in a room of 15 females. Guarantee you they'll fuck all 15 females in the matter of, what, 20 minutes, and all them bitches will be pregnant. All right. So what do you mean we are like the animals? No, we are not. We're nothing like the animals. All right. There are similarities, yes, but we are nothing like them, especially when it comes to reproducing, because the average animal, when they're impregnated with a male, with the exception of the gorillas and the monkeys, all right, anything with 4 legs has more than one litter. 2, 3, 4 on average. All right, the male only produces 1 child in 1 woman on average. Having twins is a rarity. Triplets, even a bigger rarity. Think about it, Nature Boy. How many women have you had unprotected sex with? And how many of those women turned up pregnant? Think about it. In real time. Think about it. Now, Nature Boy got a wrench. He can speak. Nobody can block him. All right? Unlike in his shit, you know, you got 3 kids, right? So have you only had sex with 3 women, unprotected? You said on one of your live streams that you never used a condom. So I know you had sex with more than 3 women. I already know that. You've probably had sex with more than 10 women, maybe even more than 20. Unprotected, busting nuts all over the place. How come you only got 3 motherfucking kids? If your polygamous theory was true, you, sir, should have way more children, including myself and all the other men that are watching. We all should have more children. Because you said it was a man's right to be polygamous. Why isn't the population growing? All right. See, this is what happens when you go against the word of God, or you take the Bible and you try to twist it into your own narrative. It doesn't at the end of the day. None, not a drop. All right, but like I said, you know, initially it wasn't supposed to be people knowing who I am on your Instagram. All right, that's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. And trust me, Nature Boy, I have buried myself even deeper because I see, like I said, I looked up and he had, first I was blocked, then he unblocked me because, like I said, I don't write anything disrespectful in his room, and I don't hide in his room either. It was just the whole thing was when I had my name originally, he was not looking. I physically wrote a few times, this is VicDamoane, this is VicDamoane. So I had to change my whole fucking profile. And then when I changed my profile, okay, he saw me. And then when he saw me, and just like I said he was going to do, he wasn't going to address me. He was just going to block. So he blocked me, right? And then, like I said, I don't know if he probably, because he's not blocked on my shit. So I saw him finally pop up in the chat room, and he's talking all this dishonor shit. But keep in mind, he stepped outside his house talking all that dishonor shit. Hold up, pimping. When you step outside with that Carbonation TV logo, remember that you outside, homeboy. Remember that you outside. That's why I gave you that moderator range, Nature Boy, because I don't want nobody fucking with you in my chat room. All right? But at least when you come in, everybody will know it's you. Or it might not be you. It might be a member of Carbonation. It might be a representative. We don't know. All right? We don't know. Could be a representative. All right? But see, if I'm saying something that's untrue or incorrect, yeah, I want you to be the one to correct me. I want you to be the one to correct me. See, nobody else gave you the opportunity to correct them even while I'm live. And see, I want to make sure that if you do write something, everybody can see it. It ain't going to be like no fuckery, Photoshop, magic, none of that shit right there. If I'm saying something out of pocket, if I'm saying something out of line, feel free to correct me. All right, feel free to correct me. Because if you don't say shit, then we know, hell, well, all right, I can't be telling a lie then. Yeah, let me get 3 White Castles, ketchup, onion, and pickle. And let me get a 3-piece cheese stick. And I guess what's that right there? A large orange drink.
Large orange high tea?
Yep.
Second least order?
Yeah, that's it.
$6.78.
All right. Yeah, White Castle. Oh yeah, look, that's even better than that trash can right there. What's that shit in there? All right. Like I said, you cannot expect people to show honor, all right, to Eliana after what you did, Nature Boy. And the fucked up thing about it is you never corrected that shit. You never corrected it. You let that shit slide, and you let that shit build up, and you gave all of those other females confidence into disrespecting Eliana because of your actions. Like you said, you the leader, you the alpha, you the head. So whatever happens, like you said, it falls on you. So you putting this camera on Eliana, talk about apologize, 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 apologize. Bitch, that's you, nigga. You apologize, bitch. You apologize. All right? Because she didn't have to whisper that shit in your motherfucking ear, nigga. Talk about reflections and shit. Nigga, I don't see no fucking mirrors in your house. Why do you keep talking about reflections? The burgers and the cheese stick and a large orange. There you go, bro. Somebody please tell me. All right. Next time you go live, Nature Boy, you keep talking about reflections and shit. How many fucking mirrors do you got? It can't be a lot. You know, you must be like, hey, I can't be looking at myself. All right. I can't be looking at myself. Because if I looked at my reflection, I would say, oh, shit. I did kind of influence some of this shit. Let's talk about respect, Nature Boy. All right. Who came up with the Arsenio Hall joke? Me or you? All right. When it comes to disrespect, all your little slaves, all the beta males, they get disrespected left and right. You not swinging out the fences. You're not saying, hey, that's my nigga True. That's my nigga Tron. That's my nigga this and the other. When Aya stepped out, it became a real nigga moment. The real nigga moments is what? Entertainment, right? Because the real nigga moments. Yeah. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. The real nigga moments is you clowning, right, one of your people, or clowning, all right. Well, yeah, normally it's pretty much you clowning your people. All right. If you are really building something, Nature Boy, all right. When do these kids get to advance? You know, I lived with my mother for a certain amount of time. Then I had to move the fuck out. And I had to get my own shit. All right? How are you preparing your people, all right, for the world when they get in their 30s? Because you already in your 30s. All right? All right, bro.
Take care, man.
Yeah. You close to your 40s. I love how you say that. I've lived. I've done this. I've done that. I've done this. The fuck have they done? All right? So you cut your child off from the world, right? Right? And you're going to make this child believe that the outside world doesn't exist, right? Only your world. What happens when that child finds out that you've been lying to that child? Do they stay? When you get to talking about, you know, control, Nature Boy, Remember that little boy that was at your house? Remember that little boy? All right. Wasn't your little boy, but you claimed it as your own for that time being. That was a bad little boy, wasn't it? That was a bad little boy, wasn't it? Yeah. You would definitely say that boy was bad, right? So let me ask you a question, right? What makes you think that when your child get older, you ain't gonna experience the same thing? Do you really believe that children are not born into sin? Do you honestly believe? I mean, you already went against the grain one time, and that almost cost you the life of Eliana and your child. So are you really going to go against the grain again? Because, I mean, if you are, I mean, yeah, we're going to be right here live. We're going to be right here covering the whole thing, watching you try to go against the grain and crack your motherfucking head again. All right? We're going to be sitting right here, okay, popcorn in hand. Nature Boy, do you realize how many black fathers have possession of their child in 2019? Do you realize how many black men are actually in control of their family? Put it like this. All the black men that call into your show and they say peace reflection, when you look at them in Babylon, most of them that have kids got their motherfucking kids in the background. You ain't noticed that? That when you look around, well, actually, no, you actually can't look around. If you could look around, in Babylon, you would see that the black family is far from separated in Babylon. All right? Kids ain't being kidnapped. Not in Babylon. They might be in Mexico. All right? Ain't no drug dealers on the corner. All right? The weed man don't have to sell weed on the corner no more. You know why? Because he got his own goddamn store. All right? Now, they got people doing their natural thing out here. All right? People living the natural way and dying the goddamn natural way. All right? I mean, if you're going to tell a story, tell a whole goddamn story. And then let people make their decision. All right? Huh. I mean, don't worry about it, Nature Boy. You know, I live out here for you. I know you don't like Hondas no more. You told me you said you like Hondas, but shit, you kind of went to a land where they don't really have a whole lot of Hondas. This motherfucker right here, boy, this girl riding. Even to be a 2004, she ain't the newest girl on the lot, but I ain't had no problem. All right. Yeah, take a look at the hood, Nature Boy. It's quiet, ain't it? No prostitutes. No crackheads. No niggas shooting dice. You don't have 15, 20 cars parked in front of one nigga house. Still think you remember Babylon, homeboy? Just like I said, I'm in Detroit right now. What time is it? It's 12:52. Where the crackheads at, bro? I'm riding down, what's this, Outer Drive? It's Coney Island on the left. They open 24 hours. All right, 24 hours. Liquor store, I don't think they don't close till 2 in the morning. Where all the killers at, bro? Where the killers at? You said get out of Babylon, huh? Huh? Ain't nothing left. They tearing shit up. It's all getting burnt down. I don't see nothing but ordinary people out here, bro. In the hood. Living life. No different than you. All right? This is Finkel right here. Outer Drive, Last Street Finkel. Look it up, Nature Boy. They'll say it ain't the most pleasant place in the world. All right? It's got its own little history. All right? Yeah. Quiet night in the hood, 1 in the morning on a Thursday night. All right? Like I said, bro, I ain't got no problem sharing my wealth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem. All right? I am what you call 100% honest. All right? I didn't lie to you about one thing when I talk to you. You can't go back in that playback and say at any point where I lied. All right? So, telling me that I'm dishonest and all those things, that's another lie, right? And that's what you do. You assume and then you disrespect. All right? That's your MO. You make assumptions, or you like to call them convictions. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I knew that tree was going to fall, y'all. Huh. Look. Right there. See that, Nature Boy? Jesus told me to move my car. I mean, I wasn't planning on going out. But look what I just avoided. Huh. Still don't think this Bible shit real, bro? Because I truly wasn't going to move my car. I truly wasn't. I was DJing and shit. That's a big ass branch, ain't it, Nature Boy? What y'all think? Y'all think I can move that big motherfucker out the middle of the street? Because it's got to take it up the whole damn street. That's a big ass branch. All right. You know, Nature Boy, you know, I'm a drinker. I'm a smoker. Right? I do all this shit. Wonder if I can move that big ass branch the fuck out the way. All right. All right. I wonder if I could do it. You know, let's go see. Sorry about that. Real man shit. All right. Real man shit. All right. Somebody said call the fire department. And I'm just go ahead and cut this motherfucker. Finish it off in the AM. Come out here and sweep. All right. Look, I'm just trying to get in my goddamn driveway. Okay, y'all? That's all. I just want to park. Can I just park? A nigga just want to park. This is all I want to do. You feel me? That's all I want to do. A nigga want to park his car in his driveway. All right? Obstacles coming your way, and you move them, motherfucker. It's just that goddamn simple. All right? Yeah, it's a little heavy. It's a little heavy, but you know what, Nat B? I'm a meaty. I eat meat. I eat steaks. I eat pork chops. I eat chicken. I eat fish. I eat the motherfucking animals of the earth. Right. No, I didn't eat all my White Castle. I ate my White Castles while I was driving. You crazy? I got empty boxes. Those empty boxes. All right. The fuck? Yeah, Natureboy. You say all that shit's impossible. All right. Am I lying, y'all? I wasn't even supposed to do no shit like that. With the cigarette in my mouth, too? Smoking a square all at the same time? All right. Where does inner strength actually truly do come from, bro? Where does it come from? It can't come from nature. All right, it can't come from nature. Because according to your logic, there's no way in fucking hell I should have got outside and moved that goddamn tree. All right, because everybody, you could clearly see that the tree was going from one side of the street to the next. All right. Now I literally ripped that bitch apart. All right. Live on air. Ripped that apart. Got to the base. All right. Slid that big bastard out the way. All right. And trust me, if it was daytime, Natureboy, I would have finished that motherfucker off. I would have finished that. Trust me, I got hacksaws, all type of shit, nigga. I got hand tools, nigga. I just cut that bitch flat straight in the middle, nigga, and drug the rest of the bitch across the street. All right, where does strength actually come from, Natureboy? I don't think it comes from nature. At least I didn't find any strength in nature. Hey, look, I'm in the land of the snow. I'm not in the sun right now. All right, I'm not getting the UVCB ABD rays. All right, amazing how we do these unnatural things in nature that your diet should have some type of effect on. I'm just saying. Don't eat pork. Don't eat this. It's gonna fuck up that. It's gonna fuck up this. You know why they keep selling pork? Because they're not fucking nobody up. You know why pork is still selling on the shelves? Because white people ain't dying from it. You say it's bad, but people are not dying from the shit you say is bad. They still selling it. How can it be bad? That's impossible. All right. All right. That's impossible. I see my neighbor's lights on. I don't even know if she knew this damn tree didn't fell out here. I'll hit her up on Facebook. Oh, I hear a baby in a house barking and shit. Oh, yeah. But yep, I kind of knew that damn. I knew that what's name was gonna break. Somebody said pig snouts. No. I don't eat the snout. I don't eat pig feet. I don't eat what's that shit? Like pig ass and stuff like that. No, just the essentials. Just the shit that, you know, our grandmothers and great grandmothers used to cook, right? All right. I remember our grandmother used to cook up that motherfucking bacon, and you used to take your ass in there and eat it. All right, that's facts. All right, when your great grandmother was cooking, all right, she wasn't no goddamn vegan. All right, they killed me with that. Be a vegan. Be a vegan. Guess what? All right, dogs that never eat meat are skinny as fuck. All right. I heard Natureboy giving a lesson on where HIV came from and things like that, talking about diseases, you know, and the majority of diseases, you know, we already know are man-made, right? We know they're man-made. So how could you say a disease that was man-made, that was created by man, how can you say that that disease is not contagious when it was designed to be contagious? How can you say a man-made disease is not contagious when they designed it to be contagious? All right. I love how he gives these narratives on where does these diseases come from? They come from in our mind. So wait a minute. Are you now going to fucking side with white supremacy? Are you going to decide, go with the side of fucking the system? One minute you say, we got to get away from the system. The next minute you support it. All right. Hell, you should be a goddamn doctor. When they sit in there and talk about, well, we just found cancer, but it's all in your mind. We just found that you had hepatitis C, but it's all in your mind. All right. You only have 3 hours to live, but it's all in your mind. All right. Explain this, Natureboy. Please explain this. How can a man-made disease not be contagious, sir? When man created the disease. We even know what day he created it. We can track back into history and look at a timeline to see when this disease became an epidemic. When did HIV and AIDS become an epidemic, Natureboy? Oh, I know, the 80s. The 80s. And the HIV disease, all right, was designed to be sexually transmitted. Sexually. Because just like you transferring fluids with a woman, you're doing the same thing when you sticking your dick in the ass of a man. All right. All of these diseases that came up didn't come from your mind, Natureboy. These diseases got start dates on them. Some of the diseases had cures. For example, they had to cure polio because it was wiping out the white race. The elite members were being killed with polio. So they had to find a cure for that disease. They had to wipe it out completely because the white supremacists, their family were in jeopardy. All right. There are other diseases that are unexplainable. All right. Like the Black Plague. When the Black Plague wiped out over 1 million people in France. A disease that came from rats, came ashore and somehow just went away. All right. Ebola outbreaks in Africa. You think you could look a person in the eye that had Ebola and tell them the disease is in their mind? I mean, I don't get it how your narrative flips of all of these things being in your mind because it's a holographic universe. Do you think Eliana was in a holographic universe when the baby was on her bladder? I mean, you talk about that, but without Babylonian equipment, without that system, you would not be able to say those words out of your mouth. All right. How would you know the baby was sitting on Eliana's bladder? All right. In this holographic realm. If it was all a hologram, all right, why couldn't you, Nature Boy, fix your hologram? Because the world is a hologram. But when you closed your eyes and you opened them again, Eliana was still screaming in pain on the floor. How did all of a sudden the nature shit go out the window and say, okay, we got to rush her to emergency? All right. You want it both ways. Can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. All right. Now, if you want to address reality, Nature Boy, if you really want to step out of the matrix, then let's sit down and have a discussion about the creator of the universe. Because your knowledge only, your knowledge ends, your source of your knowledge is the universe. But see, I'm connected to the creator of the universe. Have you ever heard of him? Have you ever heard of the creator of the universe? Because you only limit yourself to the universe when the universe was created. Anything in this life that has a purpose was created. For example, someone created this. Someone thought about this in their mind and then turned it into a physical object that was no longer in their mind. It became physical. All right. Physical creation. It has a purpose. People can clearly see the purpose. This is the purpose. Your knowledge is in the universe. What is the purpose of the universe, Nature Boy? Because the universe has a purpose. What is the purpose of the universe? What is the purpose of the universe? Do you know what that is? All right. Let me elaborate for you. The purpose of the universe. The purpose of the universe, Nature Boy, is life and death. That is the purpose of the universe. You can live in the universe or you can be evaporated. What happens to a star, Nature Boy, after it burns out? When that light is no longer shining in the sky, where did it go? Did it evolve and transform into something else? Or did it simply implode on itself? Maybe some of your teachings has told you that Christ followers worship the sun in the sky. You know, the sun is the sun in the sky, but that's not true. Because Satan is the sound of the dawn. He is the light bringer. He brings the light. So the sun would be more related to Satan than it would be us. Sun itself, Nature Boy, the sun itself is burning out. The sun is burning out. It's not evolving. It's not growing. It's not becoming a better light. All right. The sun has a time frame on it, has a clock. Look at the year of what it was estimated when the sun was going to burn out and there would be no more light on this planet. Would it matter at that point if you were at the Tropic of Cancer if the sun no longer burned in the sky? Would it matter anywhere would you be? Think about it. What solar panels would work at night? All right. This is when the winter would come on the entire planet. Everything would freeze. And eventually the oxygen would fade away and the planet would turn into a dead ice block. All right. But I guess you don't think about stuff like that. So how did you escape Babylon? Is remember what I asked you, because once again, the fruits in your trees won't be ready until about the same time the fruits in my part of the world to be ready. All right, there was no advancement. When you say you far, you like years ahead of the game, hell, if that was the case, Nature Boy, all right, you should have seen me and addressed me a long time ago. All right, being ahead of the game is knowing who people are before. All right, before you step in. Now, me, I'm going to have my opinions. I'm going to have my views. No, get down. No, get down. All right. Feel free. All right. If you want me to reveal myself and open the floor, I'll do that. But once again, I'm not coming in your shit trying to promote myself, dog. Like I said, I got my own followers. I got my own supporters. I got my own people that donate. All right, so it's not that type of party where I'm looking at, well, I see all your followers, so I'm going to try to double up and triple up. No, 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 no. I only want to debate the topics, the message, what is being said. I don't want to talk about uh uh personal issues with you. If I'm on your show, I don't want to talk about your personal life. I don't want to talk about the donations you get. I don't want to talk about none of that. I want to stick to the topics. I want to stick to the motherfucking views and the issues that are on the floor. All right. Now, if I'm not speaking on that with you, hey, I'm not going to all right, I'm not going to say a word. Yeah, I don't think he's live. I don't think he's live anymore. He was live a second ago. They was in the tent outdoors. All right. All right. Well, hell. I mean, when he popped up in the chat room, all right. When he popped up in the chat room, I'm like, okay, let's give him the opportunity. All right, because like I said, you didn't seen all the shit that I done said. Okay, fine. Address it. Address something that I said. All right. Well, I mean, it was no reason for him not to come in here, Neptune. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, he's sitting back watching any motherfucking way. All right. So it's like, why not say something? If I'm talking about you, I mean, like, and you call yourself a man, and we supposed to be addressing each other. All right. Why not say something? All right. I'm not gonna change up my narrative just because you didn't walked in the door. That's what we supposed to be getting down to, the nitty-gritty, the issues. We supposed to be getting down to the shit. All right. This nigga had the nerve to tell me I was supposed to be doing all this shit on his goddamn show. But on some real shit, knowing goddamn well, if I would have cut into him like that on his show, it would have fit his narrative about me. And that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to put up a false narrative about me, which I already knew he was going to try. So now that false narrative shit don't work. All right. You can't use that option anymore. Because anybody that come over here, all right, that see these lives and see these shows, this, that, the other, all right, no, they're not gonna say, um, um, I'm trying to stop your money, or I'm trying to get people to get Eliana to leave you. I could give two fucks. You can keep all them bras. All right. But we are calling out the real, okay, what's really happening right now. Real talk. And we're gonna start doing breakdowns, man. We're gonna go back like I said, I'm gonna go back old school and start just breaking shit down. All right. Really getting into it, man. Real motherfucking talk. With that being said, it's about a little after 1 a.m. in the morning. All right, I'm gonna give me a little bit of rest, you feel me? And we'll be back on it, all right, in the AM. It's your boy VicDamoane. Catch up with you in a minute. All right. Open the door for Natureboy again.